Modernity?
Nuh-uh.
So, what we have here is my current setup. I absolutely adore this setup and it's not going anywhere. I mean, just look at it. I have boxes. I have boxes for a bunch of junk I'll never use. How could I not love that? And you know, I have cool things. I have a PC that lights up. Do you have a PC that lights up? Given the amount of femboys and weeaboos who watch my content, probably. But that's beyond the point. What isn't beyond the point, however, is that while that is my PC, that is also my PC. I got this in August of last year, and ever since I've been collecting peripheries, and by that I just mean the keyboard there and the mouse here. All of them sort of colour coded to the device itself, nice amounts of silver and black. I've not tested this. It is now February, and so I'm going to test it now. Okay, before we get ready. I always love it when Linux does its thing. Is that my finger? Oh, for goodness sake. So now that lighting conditions are a bit more natural, we move my chair out of the way. We try and move, I'm going to move this so it doesn't fall. We move the desk and pray. Oh, I caught it. Pray nothing breaks or anything. And there goes the phone. I'm going to move this. This is wobbling. Oh, no. Oh, I did not appreciate that. That is Wilkinson Gold Award. Let's not talk about how that came into my possession. I have a Wilco sign, by the way. Does anyone? I'm sure nobody here knows I have a Wilco sign, but I have a Wilco sign. I didn't even realise my webcam fell. Okay, that went more disastrously than I'd hoped. Actually, before I proceed, I'm going to unplug my dongle. I'm going to unplug my light, my tree. I'm going to unplug my SSD, which is totally a portable SSD and not just stolen from my old laptop, from my old computer. I might as well, I might as well plug out the adapter for my headset. Because I don't have a mic. I use my now falling webcam for a mic. Basically, I just want access to the back of the PC so I can unplug everything. I'd say that's access enough, right? If we ignore... Why is this over here? Right. So if we ignore the mess, that is my lack of cable management. What even is this? Is that... Those are for my peripheries, right? I've not actually seen them from the back because they're quite new, so unplug that, unplug that, unplug that. I'm going to assume that one lower down is the webcam. Unplug this, which is HDMI. I'm going to turn the outlet off before I touch the power cable, and then I'm going to just to make sure if that anything's dormant. There we go. Safe. Look at me. I'm being safe. Where did my desk bit go? Oh, this is... Actually, I know where that went. It's somewhere. Because I had something like that lying about. I was thinking, where did that come from? I know where that came from. Ugh. Why is this sticking out? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. I'm going to move along to the monitor. It's going to go downwards, but take out the HDMI. That's the first cable I can properly grab. Where's power? There's power. There we go. Whew. I'm keeping the power cables plugged in, because I need those. Look at how much I've tilted that just by messing about here. Oh my goodness, this is the worst video I've ever made. Right, I'm going to move these out the way now. I'm not going to do that on video because I need 2 hands. Right, so now no, I can words. I can English. Right. I can't even say that word. I can't even say the letter R. Right. Monitor is moved. PC is moved, and they are just kind of stacked up there. So, time to move in the chonker. Oh my goodness, how am I so bad at speaking? Help. Luckily, actually no. First of all, let's test the monitor. Look at this thing. I got this bad boy from not even Cash Converters. I think it's Cash Generator. That's how you know it's high quality. You didn't even get it from Cash Converters. Right, so I'm going to slowly and carefully move the desk so I can get access to the monitor. And then I'm going to stop recording so I can see where the VGA goes in. I'm going to guess I can see the indent where. One moment, I'm going to just make things easier on myself and plug things in. I'm going to use, this power cable goes over here, so I'll use that for that. So I'll use this one for the monitor. Okay. Accidentally started a new recording instead of, okay. So that is now powered. Let's press the button. If that is the button. Well, no idea if it works. That's great. I'm going to get... If it doesn't work, I'll just use my regular monitor. I hope it works. But if it doesn't, then, well... What's the words I'm trying to word? If it doesn't, it will be a shame, but I can work with that because I'm pretty sure my modern monitor supports VGA anyways. Speaking of VGA, I have the nastiest VGA cable I think I've ever had in my possession. I think I also got it from Cash Generator along with the monitor. They just got it out of bucket. So I'm going to plug that in, hope it doesn't cause anything to explode when I hook it into the PC. And then when I cut back, the PC should be in place and ready to be plugged in as well. I've also not tested that. This could be the most disastrous thing I've ever done. Okay, so after a lot of trial and error, that was basically just eventually realising I can tilt it on its side and plug in the VGA from there, and totally not dropping it twice in the process. Not fully dropping it, but kind of dropping it. The VGA is in. I must say, I didn't think that through. That is overhanging by a lot. Look at that. It's not like I can put it sideways because I have the shelf here. Oh well, it should work out. It should work out. I'm not confident. Oh no. At least the door, I say as I fail to open the door. At least the door is fully accessible. No, I didn't mean to slam that. At least the door is fully accessible. No idea about the back, as it is partly covered by the wood. So, we'll see. Right, just plugged in the VGA. I would have done that on camera, but because you have to screw in the bastard, I didn't. So that's the power cable not securely in at all. That's the power cable more securely in. Oh goodness. So I'm knocking even more things over. I just knocked over the box for my motherboard. Okay. I'm going to hope this computer... Oh, don't fall again. Going to hope this computer turns on. I'm going to hope it has a power button that I can even find or recognise. Okay. That should be enough, yeah. So, pull the lid open. The likelihood that none of those are the power button is big. Okay, one moment. One of these might be the power button. And it's doing nothing. And that isn't a button. Oh no! How am I this stupid? No wonder it wasn't turning on. No wonder the monitor wasn't either. I was about to like troubleshoot, and was already planning in my head to say, oh well, here we go. Here's a full 2000s build that doesn't power on. No, I just didn't turn it back on. Ah. Right. I hear things whirring. Monitor works. Monitor works. Monitor is on. Look at this. Look at this. Right. Oh my goodness. It's blue. Oh my goodness. It beeps. Oh, image weirdness. Oh my god, it has such a loud fan. Check some error. CMOS, okay. So, the watch battery is dead. So it doesn't know the time. Okay. Is it going, press F1 to continue. Okay, so, it actually works! Right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the keyboard, going to get the mouse, and we are going to boot into this thing. I was told it's dual booting XP and 7. Unfortunately, no Fister, but I can fix that. I'm not going to fix that because I don't want to look at this. It's sealed, or you can't really see because the video is blue. But I'm not about to crack into it and use the product code for Windows Vista Business just so I can put Vista on this thing that hasn't been subjected to it yet. I'm very surprised the light is blue. It should be red. It would look really nice if it was red. Just like a little red bit. Right, let's go and get the peripherals. Mouse unboxing. I have unboxed this before and then I reboxed it. I originally had it sitting on top of the keyboard. So you see the cables, and then you see the mouse, and then you see the mouse falling. I promise this isn't a bit, I am just that precarious and clumsy. So yes, we have a gorgeous mouse right here. It goes with the keyboard and the PC beautifully. Not like you can tell in these lighting. It will probably come out better in the actual video. I have the brightness on like 0. But yeah, let's get this this is the clumsiest. Is this even zip tied, or have I just... Right, let's get this mangled, and we'll plug it in, as well as the keyboard, which I forgot to mention is here and not plugged in. Both the keyboard and mouse are now plugged in. But before I continue ahead, I'm going to fix the things that fell over, and I'm going to change around a few bits on my desk. So, back in a moment. Now, while as nostalgic, cool, and even mint that this Moto Razr 5G is, it is still a modern phone, and so it can't be a part of this setup, I'm afraid. However, I do have an alternative. There we go. This is the Samsung SGH D600 from 2006. Now, I do have a pink Motorola flip phone somewhere, but I don't have a charger for it, and I think the silver and black of this phone goes better with the setup anyways. That is the on button, is it? Hello? Or is it that? I know this turns on, because this... Actually, it might not turn on. Is this... Hold on. No. What? I know it turns on because I've powered it on before. Oh, this video is a shambles. I will come back to that. So allow me to retract a correction. That is not a D600. That is a D500. How can you tell? First of all, the colour is a lot... First of all, since this is the silver/grey colour, I don't know exactly. I don't know what the exact colour name is, but... First of all, this bar at the bottom is like this nice sort of cube, and it's quite flat, quite indented, whereas on the D600 it's a silver bar. Second of all, the back and the casing, it's all plastic except for this bit, which used to be filled with rubber, but when it turned to goop. There's a specific term for it that I've forgotten again, but yeah, no, I cleared that out of the melting rubber, so this is not a D600, unfortunately. It would be quite nice if it was, because it'd be quite nice if I could find a replacement battery for the D500s for but this is... I failed twice now. This... Oh, it doesn't even make a satisfying click. This is a D600. And it should turn on. It should turn on. What is this? Look at this. This is a new back. This is a new back because the old battery didn't exist anymore. It was bloated And well, I could get it to power on. That thing was a safety hazard. So why isn't this turning on? Come on. You gotta be kidding me. I wanted to show off. No. Where's the charger for these things? It's not in my safe where this was being kept. Right. I found the charger. Now to charge it. One moment. And there we go. It is charging. For goodness sake. And now because I've plugged that in, I can't turn my main lamp on, which is a modern lamp, but I like this lamp and I have no other lamp, so it's staying. So I'm going to need to find a way to charge this without disconnecting any of that. So yeah, it is charging. It is charging. Phone is charging. Lamp is working. All that's left to complete this setup now is some Cadbury Dairy Milk. Era appropriate as well. You can tell because there's no chocolate in it, just a bit of cardboard. So now, with my setup complete, a 2000s keyboard, mouse, probably monitor, and computer, and not to forget the dairy milk. There is one thing that needs doing now, and that is the 2000s camera setup. Oh my goodness. So. One moment. Let's take a seat. Oh, this is some sort of... You could definitely... Wow. Okay. So, press F1 to continue. And the keyboard works! Windows 7 Auto... Oh! This is kitted out! Windows 7 Ultimate or Windows XP Pro? I haven't used XP since I was in primary school. So we're going with XP Pro. Oh, that is marvellous. I don't know where the speakers are on this camera. I could be covering them up. I don't think I am. Oh, you can't see because of... Okay, it's adjusted itself. I can't... Can I... Oh? Auto adjust in progress. How do I turn down? Can I turn down? No, I can't. Not while I'm recording. We have fire... Oh. That's a problem. Found new hardware, generic USB hub. It's found the keyboard, so I can... Welcome to the found new hardware wizard. Okay, so the mouse is on. Mouse is not working. Keyboard is... Keyboard is on, but is not working. Well, it was working in the BIOS. This might be an XP issue. It might not support XP. But that is interesting. That is cool. I'm going to turn... As I was saying before the recording automatically stopped, I'm going to turn off the computer and we're going to try booting 7. I can't believe you have Firefox on here, and this computer was at least in use until the early 2010s. For Darren. Oh dear, there's personal information on here. That's not good. I'm going to have to perform a factory reset. Okay. Well, once I can find hardware that works. Windows is shutting down. Oh my goodness, peace and quiet. Not like it will come up over this. I'm pretty sure this still sounds grainy, but the fan of that PC is immense. We are live. I love it. I love it when the BIOS says things. And that might have been the drive. I don't know. I'm not the most well versed. Okay, Windows 7 Ultimate. And now we're about to get the best boot animation Windows has ever had. There we go. Isn't it stunning? I love glowy lights. Oh. Does the mouse work? The mouse works! Sensitivity is alright. Screen is unable to be... Admin? This Darren person again, and guest. I'm going to try and see if I can turn down the exposure on this camera, and then we will click guest. Right. I could turn down the exposure. Guest. I hope this comes up alright. This is so cool! This is so cool! I'm so happy everything works! Preparing your desktop. Ow. You know it's putting all its processing power to the limit when the spinny loading icon buffers for a few moments. I'm just gonna recline in my chair and let it prepare my desktop. Either it will do so in this recording and I'll restart the recording, or the recording will time out. I'll probably just restart when restart. What sort of barbarian am I? Who puts a schwa in restart whatever? Okay, we're in. And the keyboard screen works. I did not know that. Now, admin, it has a password. Darren has a password. I do not have their passwords. And I cannot run a legacy CPL elevated, unfortunately. The Windows icon is slightly off screen. That's fun. I'm going to guess because Aero isn't on by default that it isn't entirely supported. What is Explorer 2? Dual pane... Welcome to Explorer 2. Here's a list of recommended downloads. So we have Adobe, text filters, and MP3 extension. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is quite the look. Tip of the day. I've got some great show me tips every day. You can try all the recommended tips and tricks as you read them. If you prefer a more engaging way to the short demo videos at that link. And then it's just all the tips. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is this is an experience you probably can't see very well, but this is an experience. There's a floppy, I have a floppy drive, XP Pro and 7 Ultimate. What? Are they on the same disc? Are they on the same partition? Okay, one moment. So, personalize. Theme. Oh. Will this work? No. Darn it. Oh no! Is that too dark? That is too dark. Okay, so... Aero doesn't work. We're not getting any audio because I don't have any speakers. I don't know if there are speakers built in, but if there are, they do not work. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There is a window. There is a window? Of course there's a window. I'm on Windows. United Kingdom. Stonehenge. Oh no. We can't be having Stonehenge. Where's the wallpapers folder? Desktop background. Ooh! Ooh! There's one that we have to use. I can't even tell if it's on here. Architecture. It's in architecture and not United Kingdom, despite literally being in my city. Okay, here we go. We have reached perfection. Right, so now that help Microsoft make mouse better, join the Mouse Customer Experience Improvement Program to help us make our device software better for you. No thank you. I want to test the keyboard, so what does this do? I don't think it did anything. This. What does this do? Does it actually turn up volume? I don't know, because there is no volume. Does this play? Do we have anything we can play? We should have some sample stuff, right? Yeah. Wildlife.wmv. Recommended settings. We're about to watch wildlife.wmv. Maybe. What do you mean server execution failed? I'll fail you in a minute. Looks like we're not playing wildlife.wmv. Do we have any sample music? Are these copyrighted? Well, if they... What is this? Is it add to Windows Media Player list? What? Oh, that's a laugh. Right. So, there is one last thing I want to test with this PC for today. And that's this. It's not going to focus on it, is it? No. Right. Wait. The Windows key doesn't work. Does the keyboard work? Hold on. New library. Okay. Oh, I understand, because I'm not. Right. Hold on. Hold on. New text document. Okay, the keyboard does work. Good. For a minute then, I was very worried. It's just the Windows key that doesn't work. So... Now for the ultimate challenge. How do I enter the BIOS? F11, F11. Yes! I don't know what USB FDD is or USB zip is. Let's try USB CD-ROM. If I can... Ah. Will that take me back to the BIOS? Or will it just turn off the computer? It will take me back to the BIOS, okay. Hope is not lost yet. USB FDD? Oh. USB zip. I keep doing this and not this. What? Oh my goodness. I don't know what an LS120 is, but I'm going to try it. Does every option just bring me to the Windows Boot Manager? Move, up and down is move, enter is accept, and F4 is exit. I have nothing on LAN, nothing on floppy, nothing on that. Nothing in the CD drive. At least I don't think so. I've not actually checked, you know. Oh. So... okay, pressing the button seems to be doing nothing. Is that a USB drive? Am I oblivious? Ah, there we go. Seems to be nothing there, and I'm going to guess it wants me to press the button instead of pushing the tray. Where is the button? Oh my goodness. Memory disk. USB HDD, no, USB. Please. Please. VT loading. Yes! This might actually work. Oh my goodness. So, Ventoy works, but will this? Boot in normal mode? I think I clicked it, yeah I did, it's just taking... It doesn't agree with what I'm doing. The processing speed, and what is this? It's probably using USB 1.0. ISO Linux, oh my goodness. This is going to take a while. It takes a while on the laptop I have down there, in the literal void. And that came out way after this. I'm going to guess it's going to be on this screen for a while. I will catch you up if there's any progress at all. while we're rating, let's give this another go. It is very temperamental. When I was clicking buttons while it was charging earlier, while filming, the screen didn't turn on. When I was doing it after, the screen did turn on. Do I need to hold them both? Oh, I hate this. I have no idea if I've got the right angle. It was showing up as nearly fully charged earlier. I hope that's not... Yeah, okay, that's fully charged. So, let's remove this. Actually, wait. It is just that button, isn't it? Or do I need to hold multiple buttons somehow? Come on! I promise I've turned this on before. I really did think it was... Oh! You cannot see the screen at all. SOS, insert SIM. Oh no, I don't have the SIM on me. And I can't click no. Oh. What did I do to turn this on? I'm going to have to find which device has, like, this. Okay, this device seems to be unlocked. There's no orange or T-Mobile logo on the back. So I'm going to have to find where the T-Mobile SIM went. Or I think I have an orange SIM. I'm going to have to find a SIM. Right, so after a thorough dig, the only old SIMs I managed to find, funnily enough, were orange and T-Mobile. So the orange one looks slightly bent, but we're going to ignore that and use it anyway because it has better branding. That's literally it. Doing this with one hand with a bent SIM and an old phone. How bad could this go? Well, it's going embarrassingly so far. There we go. I'm not even getting good footage because I'm everywhere. I am everything everywhere because that's what happened to these two brands. Right. How do I get this back on? There we go, there we go. So. Oh, turn on, will you? You have full battery. Oh. Come on. This is embarrassing. How do you... There we go. And once again you can barely see the screen. Gabriel at Tuners. Orange welcome. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. There is a person on this phone. Limited service? Yeah, I wonder why. The buttons aren't working all that reliably. That could be a problem. I'm having to press down quite hard to get anything done. Okay, this is not the best recording at all, but after, well, trying to Java World, I want to see what Java... Orange Plus. Call Orange Information. Sport. Football. Enter team, so I'm having enough trouble with the regular buttons. By the way, update, I don't think Linux is going to start. Right, so let's go to Java World. Forgotten Warrior. Press any key. Play. Play. Okay, so it's a Mario ripoff. Oh, what is this? Oh, I forgot my weapon. Whatever, until I get... Brother, but keep in mind that you will not cause severe damage to enemies only with your hands. Use guerrilla attacks when they are dozing or incautious. Bloody hell. Right. With guerrilla warfare now making it into the video, I think it's time to wrap up. This has been Rug on the Run, and it has been very, very interesting. You can barely even see that. So, goodbye. Exciting post-video update. I turned on Windows XP because I wanted to get a photo for my Tumblr, which, well, my Tumblr's in the description, and the mouse works. I know Windows XP search is bad, but... and the keyboard works. I'm not sure if you can see that. Oh my goodness! I have a fully working setup. Welcome to the new... Can Windows connect to Windows... Hold on. We will come back to that another time. Maybe. But yeah, Windows XP Professional. Do we have... okay, properties. How do I access... no, it might be in properties. Theme. Windows XP. Will it work? It works! Desktop. Yes! I'm not sure what is going on with the taskbar at the bottom. What is... oh. Okay, I never knew you could do that. So I guess I have a weird taskbar in both versions, because you have this weird little overhang bit. Right, that is very funny. That is very cool. I am incredibly pleased I discovered this as a little addendum to the video. Come on, Firefox. I just realised, is it going to try and come up with a bunch of tabs? Look at that. Surely it's going to come up with an about page or something that looks interesting. I'm not sure why the video is darker all of a sudden. Is it? It's still arrow glassing. Arrow glassing? What am I wording? Hour glassing. The arrow is still hour glassing. Okay, this is really laggy actually. Oh no, not responding. Am I trying to do too much by going into the into the context menu? Problem oh, it's Google. Who uses Google? New window, private, print history, find options, develop. Is there not an about? Is there not? What? Hold on. File, edit, view, history, tools, web developer page info? Oh, that's just, yeah, that makes sense. Firefox tour, Firefox help, Firefox tour, 38.0.5. There we go, there we go. It's not the hyperskeuomorphic logo that was seen around the end of the 2000s, but it has a very bright tail, so that is all that is needed. And with that, our job here is done.